Hey Virgo, this is Dee from Dragonfly Soul Tarot, and welcome to your year ahead reading. I know, it is a little late in the year for the year ahead reading, but better late than never. To make up for the lateness, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this into 2025. I'm going to do 4 cards for the spring-summer area section of the year. 4 cards for autumn 2024, 4 cards for winter 2024, and 4 cards for the first quarter of 2025. So let's see what's going on with you, Virgo. We're going to cut the cards and see. All right, so pardon my setup. I am a little bit out of practice here. So here we go. So the first card is the 7 of Wands. Second card is the 5 of Wands. Third card is the 8 of Cups. And the fourth card is the Knight of Wands. Interesting, okay. Alright, so I'm going to pick 4 cards for autumn here. And 4 cards for winter 2024. And 4 cards for the first quarter of 2025. Let's take a look here. Looks like there was a little bit of discord earlier in the year. You've had to defend yourself against something or someone, and it became it dragged on for way too long, this conflict. I'm not seeing that this is something that occurred online. This is something that occurred in real life, or something that you had to deal with in your environment, like maybe some renovations that were not going right. Something didn't go right and you had to stand up for yourself, and it took a while for you to set this thing right. Actually, it looks like you may have just given up on it. Were you doing some research into trying to get something done and then decided against it? Were you trying to start up something? Were you trying to put together a business or something? Were you trying to find another job? You ran into some difficulties and you gave it up. It looks like there were other people that were undermining your efforts. So you just said, cut your losses. Now, we have the Knight of Wands here. Now, he may be coming in for a fresh start, or maybe this was a person that was causing you some anguish in your life and you walked away from that person, and now you're finding that without that person around, you're having a much easier time of accomplishing whatever it was that this was here. Definitely cutting something out and having an easier time of it. Something was really causing you some anguish and you let it go, and you're better off for it. Okay, so yeah, I mean, doesn't really give much information as to what specifically it was. So yeah, leave down below if you've run into this situation that that you let something go and then your life became better because of it. Because I really don't see much specificity in terms of this reading. I was kind of hoping that there was, like a vacation I could tell you about, or something nice going on in the summer, but there you have it. Okay, here we are in the autumn. We have the Empress, we have the Wheel of Fortune, we have the 2 of Cups, and we have the 2 of Coins. All right. Wow. Okay, well, if nothing much happened in the summer, spring and summer, then everything's going to happen all at once in the autumn. Okay. So this is a connection with nature, and remember I said that, I would have loved to have told you about a vacation. This could be like you going out camping or glamping or Um, Even if you're starting like a side hustle, it could be something kind of glamorous, like redecorating or renovating or something to do with beauty. Because something happens really fast, and with the help of a partner, it looks like you may be working on something to um, working on something together, because the two of coins could be indecision, but it could also be like a little bit like the temperance card, pooling of resources. The temperance is pooling of energies. The two of coins could be pooling of financial resources in order to move forward on something, some sort of project, something to do with beauty, something, or possibly nature. But something changes suddenly and makes everything more beautiful. Possibly bring somebody new into your life, somebody who is a partner who can support you in moving forward on this project. They have as much resources to contribute. Well, that's the way I see it here, because it looks like you may have needed some money, quite possibly needed some money, but you gave it up because of, possibly because of not enough financial resources, right? But you still wanted to move forward on the project, a project to do with beauty and nature or nature, or nurturing, such as, making baby clothes or something like that, right? But then a stroke of luck occurs and you meet this person who it looks like they have as much, they can contribute some finances to you, as long as you meet them halfway, or maybe you get a loan through a friend or a third-party resource, a bank. A friend suggests a bank where you could get some resources, where you could pool your resources and move forward on this project to do with beauty. And this takes a lot of time in your autumn days, working on this, planning on this, dreaming about this, brainstorming. Now, another way that this could be read is a change in your environment. Like, remember I said up here, this could have been a renovation that didn't happen. You walked away, but then possibly with the stroke of luck, that renovation, you were finally able to do that renovation. And you and your partner put in your money together, and now your environment is that much more beautiful. So you could be working on renovations or some sort of project together having to do with beauty and or nature and or children, all the nurturing, everything that the Empress brings to us. Okay, so you have that on your mind during the autumn months. So let's go into the Christmas. Well, I guess Christmas would be part there too. Oh, wow. All right. So during the end of the year, there is a big paradigm shift. It comes to a point where, see, the world is like an ending but a beginning at the same time. So something changes so much that not only can it be considered an ending, but it is also considering a beginning at the same time. So a big paradigm shift, big change, an increase in romance. Could possibly meet somebody new, or if this person was a friend at the time who was helping you out, the feelings could get romantic. If this is something that, if you were purchasing a new home, because this could be a new house, a new home, moving into a new home with with your spouse. It could be like moving into a home with a new person. This could be choosing to get married, getting engaged, and things are moving really, really fast. Now, because it's the Knight of Swords, that concerns me a little bit. Because when things move this fast, it is possible to make mistakes. It is possible to what is the thing with the word oversight? Overlook. That's what I'm trying to say. It's very easy to overlook some detail that you've been going so fast forward on that slips your mind, that is really crucial to your happiness, to your situation. So you want to make sure that all your T's are crossed and your I's are dotted in terms of whatever is going on up here. If you're getting engaged, or if you have met somebody new, if you're upgrading your current relationship where you've met somebody who was a friend and now they are your romantic partner and you're getting engaged, take extra care to not make any reckless decisions. Like when somebody is infatuated or just have met somebody, they could be living in fantasy world, right? Could be living in fantasy world. But you want to make sure that you deal with reality. The sword cuts away any cuts right through to the core, to the heart of the matter, and cuts away any deception or lies or falseness more accurately, because just because something is false doesn't mean it's a lie. It could just be a mistake or a typo or something, and that one little typo in your contract, in your agreement, say you're moving into a new home, or you're moving together into a new apartment or something like that, or you're starting a business together or whatever, a side hustle together, that one little typo could definitely cause issues later on. But it looks like a deepening of commitment at the end of the year in a more romantic manner. And it looks like you were preparing for something more romantic here. Is it possible that you're leaving a relationship that was full of turmoil here? Or you're learning to be more romantic towards each other? So this could be the situation where you were in a situation where there was a lot of turmoil and discord between you. You walked away and they came rushing back towards you, and then everything changed for the better. You both decided to work very hard on it, bringing in some balance, changing your worldview, and renewing your vows and renewing your feelings for each other. And it all happened so fast. Just as fast as I explained it here. All right, let's see the first quarter of 2025. All right, so we have the Three of Coins, we have the Knight of Coins, we have the Page of Swords, and we have the Queen of Wands. All right, so the Three of Coins is putting your wares on display, basically. So when this is a business, this is where you and your partner would be showing everybody, would be launching the business for public consumption. The Knight of Pentacles shows me that it may not take off as quickly as you would expect it to. This is the first quarter of the year, so typically the first quarter of the year is going to be a little bit slow, right? Because all the spending is going to be done in this part of the year, and that could be why we have the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords is like everything going gangbusters, going full speed ahead, and you could be putting in a big investment here only to find it to come to a screeching halt in January. So be well aware of that. We've got the Page of Swords and the Queen of Wands. So in terms of the Page of Swords, once again, we have the sword cutting through to the core, to the quick, cutting away anything false. And the Queen of Wands, the Queen of creativity. This is just, what I see here is creative solutions. So with this business or whatever this is slowing down so much, you need to come up with some sort of creative solutions to deal with this, because this is going to be a little bit of a challenge for you. Everything was so great in the last half of 2024. Things were going extremely quickly for you, and there was this lovely romantic haze kind of blanketing everything. And then reality sets in January. And it may not be that harsh a reality. I mean, it just may be something that happens every year in January. But look how everything is blue everywhere. Everything is blue everywhere. And then we've got these two cards here at the beginning of 2025 that are kind of murky and yellow and grayish. So we have this little bit of difficulty. It's a financial difficulty. Maybe trying, betting too hard on the side hustle thing here, on what it is that you are trying to sell, on your wares of your business, because it has just come to us a screeching halt. And this is these two are brainstorming what to do. Now, I could draw more cards, but that would make this reading that much longer. Just suffice it to know that at this point you realize that there is some further investigation to be done on whatever is happening here at the inception of 2025. So you don't seem too worried about it. You've got your creative vision and your online communication honed very well. So you guys will be working on it. Whatever this difficulty is, you'll be working on it creatively. And so we'll just have to wait and see what happens there. Okay? But enjoy the rest of 2024. I see wonderful, wonderful cards of romance and renewal and beauty. So, Virgo, have a great year, and thank you so much for joining me. Apologies for my absence. If you like my reading style and you want to see more and where this channel goes, please subscribe and tell 2 friends, because they may need to hear these messages as well. Look for my explanation video with more info on what's going on with my channel, and thanks again for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a great day, Virgo. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.